I'm Larry Steinhouse, and welcome to Money Chat Now. Money Chat Now is a politically charged stock market pre-show, giving you the politics of the day and the biggest moves in the stock market. It is presented with comedic common sense and just the right amount of sarcasm by an expert in financial literacy. And hey, that's me, Larry Steinhouse. Today is Tuesday, August 2nd, and I want to welcome you to the show. We are here live on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and YouTube. And you can also find repeats of this show on Rumble and Spotify. Please search Money Chat Now and Larry Steinhouse, and then you can follow me there as well. Of course, if you'd like to connect, you can connect to me about anything you want. You can even make an appointment with me by going to contactlarry.com. That's contactlarry.com. There you will find my social media connections, my email, and my text message information as well. That's contactlarry.com. Hey, just a reminder, if you're watching online, hit that like button, hit that share button, and don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel and like the Money Chat Now page on Facebook. You can also find Money Chat Now and the Larry Steinhouse Show on Spotify. Go there, go to Spotify and subscribe. It'd be pretty cool to see a bunch of subscriptions on Spotify. You can also comment live during the show on YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter. And please say hi so I know you're watching. A couple people saying hi already. We have James and Tom and Linda and Glenn. And Seth, thank you all for watching. I always appreciate you guys watching. And of course, if you're watching for the first time, if you saw me this weekend at an event and you're watching for the first time, please say hi. The only way I know you're watching is if you say hi. So just say anything. Say hi, whatever it is, whatever you want to do. And by the way, if you're commenting from a group and it's not the Money Chat Now fan page, your name may not show up on my dashboard. So please go to the Money Chat Now page and comment there so I can recognize you. Money Chat Now, of course, is brought to you by Investor Schooling. And you can attend a complimentary class this Thursday by going to investorschooling.com. And there you will learn about real estate investing and stock options trading from those who do it every day. Hey, by the way, I have a question for you guys. Do you know anybody who would really enjoy this show? Maybe for the great market advice or maybe the comedic parodies, whatever it may be. Please share the show with them by clicking the share button and sharing it directly on their page. You can also share it in groups as well and help your friends make more money and laugh through the morning. Come on, you guys are all getting a blast out of this show. Joe, thank you for watching. Joe, hit that share button and share it on somebody's page. Seth, hit that share button, share it on somebody's page. Glenn, Linda, Tom, everybody, just share it on somebody's page, somebody random who you think would enjoy it. All right, on today's show, of course, we're going to be talking about the recap and update. We're going to be talking about Pelosi and Taiwan, more monkey business, and, of course, housing prices. All right, let's talk a little bit about what's going on. Sometimes I was away for 3 days, and sometimes a 3-day weekend and refreshment is great. And, you know, it's a great thing for your host, right? I spent the weekend with my good friends Chris Noggle and Brent Kessler, and we were in Buffalo at a great money multiplier seminar. It was really, really good. Yesterday I drove home, so I couldn't be here for the show, and I hope you didn't think that Facebook canceled me. No, actually not this time anyway. But on the way home, I monitored the market, and it started out a bit slow in the morning when the Dow dropped about 100 points. You know, it did make a move midday, but it finished down still a few points. The S&P and NASDAQ followed suit and also finished down a bit. Hey, you have to remember that we are now over the hump of the largest or the biggest part of the earnings season. This means that the market will start to cool down. If the market downturn is meant to be, it'll start to show signs of this in the next 4 weeks. If not, we might rally into September. One of the biggest winners and a play that I missed out on, I can't believe it, is Boeing. In the past 30 days, Boeing has been flooded with great news, and the stock is up over 30% in that time. I got to tell you, this one got away from me. I was watching it. I just didn't jump in time. I knew it was going to happen. Like I said, I just didn't see it in time. Oh, well. There's going to be others, and there are always others. I also believe Boeing will be back over 200 shortly. The company keeps getting new orders from airlines, and the Dreamliner nightmare is almost over for them. They should be flying again in about 2 months. When the news of this is released, the stock will also pop. The news was yesterday that the FAA is allowing deliveries of the planes once again. So watch for these to be in the sky soon if you want to fly on one. We also saw Bath & Body Works start to go up as we reached the 2 weeks before earnings mark. This often happens with a stock as it heads into earnings. The stock is also paying a nice dividend of over 2% with a price per earnings of about 7. That's pretty good multiple. It's like a dream stock with those numbers. The stock did hit a high of over 82 in the past year, and it's now trading at 37.50, so it has a lot of room. It might be a good one. So if you want to take a look at that, look at the Bath & Body Works. The energy sector was also a big drag on the market as oil prices fell. Shares of Diamondback Energy, ExxonMobil, Chevron, and Devon Energy all traded down. And it's kind of about time. Like, I believe the energy stocks are probably at their peak for quite a while now. They're going to start moving down. The price of oil is starting to move down. We'll talk about that in a little while. But that's the way it was actually about 93 a barrel. And it might be like the oil crisis is beginning to end. Both the other countries and the oil companies can no longer milk the Ukraine war. It's now just a fact and a cog in the wheel of the market. A better than expected manufacturing report made shares of chip makers like AMD and Nvidia rebound into positive territory and remain there. The report also showed that prices slipped, which is a positive development among high inflation. So now inflation is showing signs of falling, GDP could be moving up, and this recession, or not recession, if you ask the Democrats, is starting to mellow out. It could be a very good month for market predictions. I like it when the market becomes easily predictable. It's really the stock option trader's best market when it's predictable. We also ended up the month in July with the best month of the year. In fact, it was the best month since 2020. So again, things might be looking up, but as I mentioned earlier, be careful as we end earnings season and other things start to settle. By the way, Pinterest released their earnings yesterday, and by the way, it was after the bell, and apparently their user base grew, and even though their financials dropped, this actually caused the stock to go up. In fact, it popped 20%. I find it interesting. It's kind of weird. 20% pop on bad numbers? It almost seems like every social media company is rising except for Meta. And even that is strange. I would bet that Meta will be a play in the next 3 weeks just because of this. It also seems to move up a few weeks. Every time that they release earnings, it always seems to move up. All right, let's take a quick look at the futures and see what today will bring. Right now, we got the Dow is down 163, the S&P is down 21, and the NASDAQ is down 69. Hey, S&P, do me a favor, drop 130 points today. I got to put. Let's talk about China and Pelosi and Taiwan and blah, blah, blah. This is going to be interesting. Have a little bit of fun here. By the way, a couple of people joining us. We've got Peter and James and Joe and Jose and Michael. All right, you ready? If you haven't heard yet, Nancy Pelosi is going to be visiting Taiwan. This visit is causing quite a stir and tensions between China and the United States. China has warned that its military will never sit idly by if Pelosi were to visit Taiwan. The history with Taiwan is very complicated, but honestly, if I was Kamala Harris, I'd kind of explain it like this. Taiwan is an island in Asia. It exists next to another country called China. China is a bigger country. That explains it all, doesn't it? Well, this bigger country claims rights to Taiwan just like Russia claimed rights to Ukraine. The tensions since the Ukraine war have been high since some believe that China is watching the Ukraine war for hints on how to take over Taiwan. Now, Taiwan is smack in the middle of a bunch of islands that are United States friendly. Taiwan was once controlled by Japan, and then China controlled it after the Japanese surrender in World War II. Civil wars and tyranny broke out. Make it a very long and complicated story short, the Taiwanese believe that they are under their own rule, and China believes that they still belong to China. Honestly, it sounds a lot like the Ukraine and Russia situation. Well, as I said, Pelosi is planning to visit Taiwan, and this is what's making the Chinese government nervous. Why does it even matter? Frankly, who knows? When I tried to research why Pelosi was visiting Taiwan, all I could find is that Taiwan makes a special alcohol called Kaoliang. This is a drink that's about 63% alcohol and packs a big kick. So my guess is that when Newt Gingrich, who was the last Speaker of the House to visit Taiwan, brought back a bunch of it for Pelosi in 1977, and now she just wants more. Why else would she be visiting this island? I guess it could be also to show support for the Taiwanese, but seriously, can Pelosi, who is next on line as vice president, really help them if Harris becomes president? So many questions here. I will even consider the question, is Pelosi already stepping into the role of vice president because she knows something we don't? Well, I'll let you speculate with your own conspiracy theory, but mine is still the Kaoliang at 63% alcohol. It makes the most sense. Look, we'll see what political turmoil this visit brings. My guess is nothing will really come of it. So let's take a commercial break here, and when we come back, we'll have some more good stuff.
Okay, so you thought about buying and selling real estate. You've thought about investing in the stock market, but don't know where to start. Well, What if you could find a place to unlock strategies to master both real estate and the stock market, all without the headache? That place is Investor Schooling, hosted by Larry Steinhouse, an expert in real estate, financial literacy, and the ins and outs of the stock market. You can attend Investor Schooling in person or online 8 times a month. You can and will learn how to make money in real estate, and you will learn mastery of stock techniques such as options and covered calls. You will even get a chance to ask one of your burning questions to the stock options sultan, the master of picks and plays. Call 866-424-2829 for free information and receive a complimentary pass to attend classes, or register online at investorschooling.com. Don't delay. These passes are limited. So what are you waiting for? Call 866-424-2829. That's 866-424-2829. Or visit investorschooling.com. That's investorschooling.com.
All right. Welcome back. Welcome back to Money Chat Now. I'm your host, Larry Steinhouse. And of course, if you'd like more information on Investor Schooling, you can go to investorschooling.com or call 866-424-2829, 866-424-2829. Hey, I want to welcome you back to the show. We are here live on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and YouTube. And you can also find repeats of this show on Rumble and Spotify. Please search Money Chat Now and Larry Steinhouse on Spotify, and you can follow me there as well. And if you'd like to connect, please go to contactlarry.com, contactlarry.com. There you will find my social media connections, my email, my text message information. That's contactlarry.com. Don't forget to hit that like button. Let me know you enjoy the show. We got some interesting people out there laughing at my last segment. We got Seth and James all making comments, and Rob, thanks so much. Listen, you also can leave comments. So if you're watching for the first time, please leave comments on Facebook, LinkedIn, or YouTube, just so I know you're watching. All right, so far we've been talking about Pelosi and Taiwan, and I still think she's just going there to get her 63% alcohol. Coming up, we also have more monkey business. We have housing prices, and of course today's picks and plays. But first, did you guys hit that like button yet? Come on, everybody, just hit that like button. Pound the like button. Go click, 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 like, just so I know. Also, hit that share button. Share it with a friend. Don't forget to leave comments on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Twitter. And don't forget that you can find this show on Rumble and Spotify by searching Larry Steinhouse or Money Chat Now. Look at that. We even have the Money Chat Now logo coming up right now. See that? That was nice. I like it. All right. Let's talk about more monkey business. All right. So one day, this country is going to be hit with a real pandemic. Let's do it again. One day, this country is going to be hit with a real pandemic, and that day will be the beginning of a serious disaster. You know, because of YouTube and Facebook censorship, I can't discuss any of the lies that are upon us with both the scamdemic and the apparent solution for this scamdemic. So I will try to do this story without getting my YouTube and Facebook channels shut down again. And of course, we now have monkeypox. In the past 3 years, we have seen the devastation to the economy and the mental health of billions due to the overreaction and the government overreach of this scamdemic. You know, look, to go any deeper would definitely get me shut down. For those who don't know, just shake your head in agreement, or those who do know, just shake your head in agreement. And for those who actually believe the lies you've been told, eventually you will wake up from your COVID coma and see the light. Well, now the government is trying to scare us with the monkeypox problem. Oh no, monkeypox! The U.S. has reported nearly 6,000 cases of monkeypox across 48 states. Washington, D.C., Puerto Rico, according to the CDC, and of course California, Illinois, and New York have reported 47% of all confirmed monkeypox infections in the U.S. Huh. Sounds a lot like the states of, the other thing. Well, now, California Governor Gavin Newsom declared a state of emergency, and California is the third U.S. state to do so in a matter of days. Do you know what a state of emergency does for you? It's a situation in which a government is empowered to be able to put through policies that would normally not be permitted to do, for the safety and protection of its citizens. The safety of its citizens? No. It's for the control of its citizens, not the safety of its citizens at all. Oh yeah, it also gives the government access to funds and resources that are usually not available to waste on such monkey business. Guess what? Most of that monkey money, I'm going to call that monkey money. Guess what most of that monkey money is going to provide? Monkeypox vaccines, of course. Monkeypox vaccines, right? So a London company, Bavarian Nordic, is the leading manufacturer of the vaccine, and guess what? Their stock has more than doubled since the beginning of the year. The stock now trades at about $395 a share, an all-time high for this company. I'm seriously wondering if the Pelosi's have a small fortune invested in this company. I'd bet they and their nephew Newsom are holding their glasses high and cheering on this one. Oh wait, did you say midterms are coming? Well, apparently this time there won't be mules. Instead, there will be flying monkeys dropping off the ballots. Will somebody please pour a bucket of water on the Wicked Witch of the West and have her melt? How about her broomstick? Who wants it? By the way, is she flying the broomstick to Taiwan, or is she going to increase her carbon footprint by taking an airliner to Taiwan? Will we be fooled again by the monkeypox bullcrap, or have we learned? By the way, if an apple a day keeps the doctor away, can somebody get me a banana? All right, let's talk about home prices. As a real estate investor and teacher of real estate investing, I am also asked about the prices of real estate. Hey Larry, are prices going up? Are they going down? Should I buy now? Should I buy later? Etc., right? Well, maybe this article I found this morning will help answer those questions. The article starts with the headline, Home prices cooled at record pace in June according to a housing data firm. Look, before we get into the details explained in the article, I want to go over a few things. House prices last year over year in June were 19.3% higher. That simply means that if you bought a house, that a house was selling last year for $400,000 in June 2021, it might have sold this June for about $480,000. That's incredible. That's an incredible increase. Talk about inflation, right? An increase like that can't possibly maintain without calling it hyperinflation. And by the way, hyperinflation is the number one cause of economic destruction for any society. But we're probably not going to hit hyperinflation, but we've hit some nasty inflation. Well, now let's get back to the article. As I said, housing prices in June were almost 20% higher. Now, with a headline like, Home prices cooled at a record pace in June, according to housing data firm, you might think that we're now in a buyer's market. You would think that housing prices dropped 50% or something. But check out the data in the article. The annual rate of price appreciation fell 2 percentage points from 19.3% to 17.3%. It's still 17.3%. Holy crap, that's huge. So what's really going on? We know that interest rates are rising. When you add the additional cost of the mortgage payment to the fears of a recession, it makes buyers think twice before they're buying a home. So here's a statistic from the article. Even when home prices crashed dramatically during the recession of 2007 to 2009, the strongest single-month slowdown was 1.19 percentage point. So that's the basis of the headline. Let me give you my opinion. Yeah, of course housing prices are going to start to drop, and yes, in about 12 to 18 months, the housing market will probably become a buyer's market again. What we have right now is the fears like interest rates and a recession. However, we also have something else going on, and that's known as FOMO. You know, the fear of missing out. Many will be buying houses right now because they fear they may not be able to buy in the near future. We also have FOMO of the sellers who are listing their houses thinking they may never get as much money for the house that they would today. FOMO will float the market for a while. And to answer the question, is now a good time to buy a house? The answer is always yes. If it's a home you want to live in and you like it, go buy it and enjoy your life. If it's a rental property and the numbers work, go buy it and make some money. All right, let's take a break here. When we come back, we're going to be discussing the morning's picks and plays. We'll see you guys in a minute. Hi, I'm Larry Steinhouse, and I've written a book called Money Hacks. The subtitle to this book is Because Everything You Think You Know About Money is Wrong, and I promise you there are things you think about money that are wrong. There are chapters in this book that I think you will find absolutely fascinating, and some of them are, what is money anyway? Can money buy happiness? I'll bet you don't know the answer to that question. The truth about credit scores, how you can actually use credit cards to rebuild your credit. I also have chapters on being your own bank, how to buy houses with an IRA, and how to invest with other people's money. There are so many other chapters. There are 22 total chapters in this book, and I promise you're going to learn how to make more money and pay less taxes when you buy this book. My name is Larry Steinhouse. The name of the book is Money Hacks. You can get this book wherever fine books are sold, and you can go to barnesandnoble.com right now and pre-order it. I hope that you will enjoy it. All right, Welcome back. You want to hit the thing now? Yeah, hit it now. Hold on a second. Hit it now. Hold on. Come on, you can do it. There we go. All right, we're having some technical difficulties, obviously, right? All right, welcome back to Money Chat Now. I'm your host, Larry Steinhouse. Hey, I want to remind you that this show is now open to sponsorship. By the way, I've sold like hundreds of books to people who listen and watch this show every day. So we have raving fans, and if you'd like to advertise your product on this show, please reach out to me, let me know. You can reach me for this or just about anything you'd like to discuss with me by going to www.contactlarry.com. That's contactlarry.com. All right. By the way, you guys know we have the interviews from Interview Tuesday. Oh, by the way, we were supposed to have an interview today. You know what happened? I forgot today was Tuesday. So there'll be no interview today. Sorry about that. But we'll have it next week. We're resuming it next week. Anyway, we have the interviews on a site called Money Chat Now, and you can also find Money Chat Now on Breakout Stories on Spotify. Just search Money Chat Now and Larry Steinhouse, and please subscribe to the Spotify channel. All right, so far we've been discussing the recap, and let's take a look at what's going on right now in the market. The Dow is down 164, the S&P is down 22, and the NASDAQ is down 76-ish. All right. We talked about Pelosi and Taiwan, and I still think she's just going there to pick up some alcohol that she can't get here. We talked about more monkey business. Yeah, okay, sure. These states are declaring state of emergency so they can get money and they can tell you what to do. I really want to know if you had to wear a mask over your face to avoid COVID, and monkeypox is mostly a disease for homosexuals, according to the CDC, where do you put the mask? We also talked about house prices dropping, and I don't think they're dropping all that much yet. Coming up, we have today's picks and plays. But first, did you guys hit that like button yet? Did you guys hit that share button yet? Tell all your friends about this show. Let them know it's both entertaining and educational. Go ahead, share it right now. Share it on your page. Just hit share. It'll pop up on your page, or share it with a friend or in groups that you feel will enjoy the show. Have them like the Money Chat Now fan page so they can get notified of the show every morning. And you can also leave comments on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, or YouTube, and also tag some of your friends in the comments. And you can also listen to repeats of the show on Rumble and Spotify. I tell you, it's a lot of fun. When you listen on Spotify, they just roll from show to show, or they roll from episode to episode. Not even the episode, but the breakout sections, like the reports I just did on Pelosi's. You'll find that fun. All right, so let's talk about today. It looks like the rally is starting to slow down. As I've said, earnings season is beginning to dwindle, and today we have some of the big names announcing. Uber actually announced they announced, and also what's going on, Uber actually went up about 10%. It's interesting, they had slower revenue, but they did go up about 10%. I have not looked at the earnings yet, but I did see a headline come across. So Uber is doing pretty well. I actually predicted that. A couple of people in my class last night asked me what I thought. I actually thought Uber was going to go up, and sure enough, it did. Occidental Petroleum, AMD are also on deck. We'll have to see what they do. And of course, Uber to me is going to set the stage for the travel stocks. So let's see what happens to the travel stocks today. AMD will also be reporting, and it'll set the stage for the chip stocks. And by the way, I just wanted to let you know that before the stock came out, my next line to read for you was my prediction is Uber jumps and AMD drops. So I was right about Uber. Let's see what happens with AMD. Watch them and see. Caterpillar is often one that goes up when the economy is doing well. And sure enough, they actually didn't do as well. They did well. They actually had good numbers, but they didn't do as well. So it may be a tell for the recession. Many have asked me, if I'm holding on to my CCL and my AAL stocks, and the answer is yes, I kind of have to. I still believe these are going to be great plays, and they're going to be great buys. Patience is going to be the real play on these. These companies have been through a lot and survived. They have no intention of going bankrupt, and it's even possible we may see a merger or a company takeover. And even if we don't, the travel industry will bounce back. So just keep that in mind. It's not a big deal. All right, here we go. Let's take a look at the futures one last time. And we can actually see that the Dow is down 165, the S&P is down 22, and the NASDAQ is down 82. All right, Bitcoin. Bitcoin is around 22,700, and Ethereum is also moving up to about 1575. Look, if you bought them when they were low, like 19 or I think even 18, I think Bitcoin went down, and Ethereum was down to 22, I think it was. I'm sorry, not 20, like 1,000. they're not plays. They're not bad plays if you bought them low. If you're smart enough to get out now, take your money and run, it probably would be pretty good. All right, gold and silver. Gold is approaching 1,800, and silver is above 20 again. Yay! I still liked it better when silver was above 25, and it'll probably go back there again. But that was some weird time when silver was going below 20. It's like, what's going on here? Look, I got a whole bunch of silver. I suggest that you buy silver. I think silver's a really good play. And the reason it's a really good play is not only does it have investment quality, but it also is a good thing when you run out of money or something happens or there's a zombie apocalypse or something happens to you financially and you're holding silver in a drawer. I mean, even if it's like, even if it's like 10 bars or something, you're holding that silver and no one knows you have it, and you can use that if something bad happens. So that's why I like having physical silver. I think it's important to have for anyone. It's kind of like it's more like a zombie apocalypse kind of thing. So if something bad, like some of you guys are holding food and water, hold silver, hold ammo. I think you should do that as well. All right, Treasury bonds. The Treasury bond is right about 2.54%, and it's lower than I expected. I actually expected it to go up to about 3 or 3.5%. So, look, mortgage rates might not be as bad as we think they are, so it might be all right. Oil is about $93 a barrel, so that's not bad either. The average gas price is now $4.18. $4.18? Do you remember a few months ago when we were saying, oh my, $4.18 is terrible? Now it's a good thing. So $4.18, that also might be a good thing for, as I talked about, the travel stocks. So let's see where that goes. I just looked up. I said the zombie apocalypse, but you're right, Tommy. It should be the monkey apocalypse. That actually makes total sense. I like it so much. That's called the monkey, the donkey apocalypse. Not even the monkey, but the donkey apocalypse. That's probably what's going to happen. All right, I want to thank you all for watching Money Chat Now. Of course, we are live every morning at 7:30 on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and YouTube. And you can find repeats of the show on Rumble and Spotify. Everyone go to Spotify and like the channel on Spotify. I want to see if we can get that viewership or listenership or whatever it is up. My name is Larry Steinhouse. I am the host of Money Chat Now. I am the CEO of Investor Schooling, and you can contact me directly at contactlarry.com. That's contactlarry.com. I'm here every day, unless I'm away. I'm here every day at 7:30. So really, really, I hope you guys are enjoying the show. And don't forget, make it a profitable day.